Videos live. What up, y'all? MCMNG here.
Master Shen Low. We return once again with another tale from the deep.
Audio life.
Hello?
Would you like to introduce yourself, sir?
We're missing some sound energy.
Tony Milam. I would be Master Shen Low's dad.
Yeah, that's my father.
Nice.
Thank you for coming, Dad.
No problem.
So, how's life been for you? I know you've been working all the time.
You know, yeah, pretty much, man. I just stay busy. You know what I mean? It's a good thing. To stay busy, work. Deal with life's little issues as they come, and try to make a little money on the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. You guys been doing well this COVID season, the pandemic and everything?
As far as my work goes, yeah, we've managed to stay afloat, and actually, we've been busy the whole time, so.
Yeah, I've seen that.
We've been pretty good, so.
What exactly do you do?
I do asbestos and hazmat, so, it's been pretty busy, I guess. We're considered, essential workers, so we definitely have been staying busy.
Yeah, me too. I'm grateful, being King Supers.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though we're like frontline workers, we're like in the middle of the quarantine. You know what I'm saying? We're the ones that would be getting sick.
You always have to eat, right? So
yeah, for real.
Yeah.
You're good.
It's true.
But
Oh,
yeah. But life's really good, like other than that, like other than the COVID stuff, I've noticed they're gonna start lifting some restrictions. And it seems like people are starting to get a little more at ease.
Yeah.
A little more laid back again.
Yeah, I was at the Stanley Marketplace before I came here, and there was people out there with, they were little picnics around and stuff, and people, were out there with no masks on, I was pretty surprised. So.
I just had a show, and like shows are starting to open up again. I know like bigger shows too, like freaking like some strange music guys are coming back out here. The Roxy's opened up.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's gonna be interesting, to kind of see where things go from here.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, it was really interesting, honestly, at that show.
Yeah, that show was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Show. Yep.
It was relief from, long time
I
since
know,
last show.
man.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, because I'm an artist, so it's like I need to have that kind of experience, It's almost like I'm like drained from it, in a way, without having it, and
yeah, it's definitely a piece of you, and you probably feel like you're missing something without it. So.
Yeah, when I didn't notice how much music was a part of me until I stopped making music for a little while. And then, music, I noticed how much music helped me through, what it did for me. I was like, dang, I really got to make music again.
Hey man, you got to do what you enjoy. That's for sure. Life's too short.
Yeah, for real.
So.
Did you see that Chauvin?
Chauvin?
They convicted. They found him guilty.
Is that the cop?
The cop
that was on that. Yeah. I heard about that. I'm not a big news guy, man.
I know that.
I'll tell you right now. that I don't know, man. The news to me is depressing. When you start watching the news every day, it just seems like it brings you down. I mean, and I don't like to be down. I've been down enough in my life where I definitely don't like being down. So, I kind of stay away from the news. And then you get the story that they want you to hear. I mean, you're not getting the actual story. I mean, the only way you could get the actual story was if you were either there, or if that guy who's not here anymore, would tell you, hey, this is what happened, or, you know what I mean, or the cop tells you this is what happened. But even that, there's two sides to every story, and people are, the cop side is the cop side, and the other, the guy that died, it's, his side is his side. So, and guaranteed they're going to be different, But at the end of the day, it's kind of one of those things where You know, I just try to, I try to, you know, stay out of that, remain optimistic. I don't want to, you know, categorize people, you know, especially black, white, you know, good, bad. You know, I don't believe in races that are good and races that are bad. I've seen, you know, good white people, good black people, good Mexican people, good Orientals, you know what I mean? Bad Orientals, bad black people, bad white people, you know what I mean? That you just don't want to be around. So, you know, you just judge each person, you know, by their own merits. That's how I feel. So,
Yeah.
that's kind of how I go with it. I try to stay out of it, you know, and just, you know, keep everything that I got going, you know, I mean, on and up note, you know, so. I
That's the
mean,
way to do
I
it.
know how to stay in a negative state, you know. I've definitely had times in my life when, you know, I was in a negative state. So I know how to stay in that state and, you know, act like everything that happens to me is someone else's fault at all times, instead of being able to take responsibility for the things that happen and, you know, being able to, you know, say, hey, you know, this was my fault. You know, I did this to me, not everybody else did this to me. So it's kind of where
Yeah.
I'm going.
Responsibility.
Yeah, exactly. You know, definitely.
And accountability, you
You
know.
know, I mean, biggest key to, you know, what, you know, I would consider my success, I guess, you know, and, you know, I don't want to go too far into the backstory or whatever. We can, it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? But, you know, I mean, biggest difference is, you know, me taking responsibility for me and saying, you know what, I caused that. You know what, I can change that, you know, and, you know, when I started saying that to myself, things started changing and, you know, things started getting better. And yeah, it doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen. And, you know, I'm a firm believer in, you know, you definitely create, you know, what you think, you know, I mean, what you believe you are, or you will be, you know what I mean? You know, and I'm a firm believer in that, so, and I believe that I've proved that, so.
Definitely. It shows, I'd say.
Yeah, you know, I mean, we can go back to 6 years ago when I was still in prison and had nothing, you know. 6 years later, you know, I have, you know, cars. I bought in 2 houses, you know. I would say, yeah. And the only thing that's changed in me, and you know me my whole life, it really is my you know, state of mind. You know, who I believe I am. And that's it, you know. So, you know, I believe that's the key, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah. Change is the law of life, you know?
Yeah, definitely. So it's kind of.
Yeah, see, I was reading this book actually. It was about this guy who did studies on high performers, you know, the people who perform the highest. And a lot of these people, what they do, they always have a clear vision of who they are, you know, and it's always, you know, positive, you know, like something that is, I guess, like a champion of themselves, you know what I'm saying? They see themselves in this way and they hold themselves to certain standards so they could be this way, you know what I'm saying? And that's what makes them this way, is all these different habits, you know, and it's a mentality,
Yeah,
you know.
definitely.
So that's one thing I've definitely been working on is these past couple years, you know, especially like finally being on my own and stuff, is working on building my own mentality, you know, to be strong, to be able to take care of things on my own, you know, to be responsible for myself and my own things, my own life, you know, and try to, you know, be that person for myself, you know.
And you have, you know, from, you know, I mean, what, 2 years ago you were living with me, you know what I mean? Now you're on your own, you got your own place, you've already signed your own lease, you can buy your own car, you know, I mean, obviously, you know, you're starting to manifest good things in your life, you know, I mean, so, you know, I definitely see that in you, you know, definitely. Look, I mean, I accomplished all my goals already that I had when I was inside, now that I'm out. You know, I've already accomplished them all. So now I've had to upgrade my goals. You know, and right now my goal is, you know, to be a millionaire in 5 years, and that's my new goal is to be a millionaire in 5 years. And I totally believe I'll be there. You know, I can't even see me not being there in 5 years. So, and I guess that kind of, you know, brings me to, you know, why I kind of wanted to come on, you know what I mean? And, you know, I kind of want to talk to you guys, you know, about this cryptocurrency thing.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, that's the thing, you know, and I read something this morning, and they were saying that right now only 14% of people are involved in cryptocurrency. That's a lot of room for growth. A lot of room for growth. You know what I mean? I mean, this thing is going to take off, man. And you guys as young guys, I mean, you guys can create generational wealth with this. I mean, for, you know, kids that you guys don't have. I mean, people are becoming millionaires overnight with this stuff, you know. And yeah, I know some people think it's not going to last, and, you know, that kind of thing. It's kind of, you know, it's volatile, and, you know, but this is a modern day, you know, stock market, man. It's a digital stock market, you know, and it's for, you know, for people like us, you know, that don't have the opportunities that other, you know, some other people have, you know. I mean, to actually get to the top, you know, and, you know, and look, man, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving financial advice to anybody. Hey, look, I'm just telling you, you know, I mean, you know, and I got into this stuff, you know, about 3 months ago, and, you know, I mean, I've already doubled my money, and just on good, you know, solid projects. There's other stuff out there, man, that's a little bit more risky, you know, I mean, and if you can afford to lose a little bit of money, you can make a lot of money. I mean, there's, you know, a bunch of what they call meme coins, and they're just kind of these little coins, man. You know, you buy them, you buy in for less than a penny, a fraction of a penny. And these things go up fractions of that penny. And you can buy like 17 million shares for $60. Okay? This thing goes up, and it doesn't, we're not even talking about this thing hitting 1 penny. I'm talking about guys that are making $20,000-$30,000 overnight. You know, I mean, for $60, you know, the same what? You know, a quarter of weed or an eighth of weed. You know, is that worth it? You know, is that worth the risk? I mean, come on, man. You know, I mean, I don't know. To me, you know, I just think that, you know, this digital currency thing, it's not going away. It's only going to get bigger. You know, and 10 years from now, you know, you get in now, and even if you're just investing, you know, on a small scale basis, man, that stuff's going to blow up, man. You know, 10 years ago, you know, you could get Bitcoin for the price of a pizza. Now it's $50,000 a coin, for one coin. You know, I mean,
yeah, it's crazy.
You know, there's hundreds and hundreds of coins out there, you know, and there's at least, you know, what they call stable coins. These are about, you know, your top 20. These are, you know, the projects that, you know, are on top of things. People are going to, you know, they're going to change the way people do things, the way banks do things, you know. And this cryptocurrency, dude, you're going to be your own bank. You know, I'm looking into this project right now. It's called Alchemix. Right? Alchemix Protocol, I believe it's called. And it is a thing where you can go. Okay, check this out. So let's say you got $20,000, right? Just so you know, make it easy. So let's say you got $20,000, even if you had less, you know, whatever you got. So you put it's like a bank, right? You put this $20,000 in it. You can borrow half the money. So you borrow $10,000. You take $10,000 back, right? But the $10,000 that's in there earns like 20 something percent or something like that a month. It's something like that, 15-20%. So the thing is, the other money is paying for itself. So you could never, like, you could go the whole time and not even make a payment on that loan, and you can pay that loan off with the other half of the money. You can't do that at a bank. You know, a bank going to give you, you know, I mean, they're going to charge you a lot, you know, for a loan. You got to get approved, you know, all these other things, you know, they want to look at all this other stuff. And, you know, these type of projects they're going to change the world. You know, people aren't going to have to go to banks anymore to borrow money. They're going to be able to borrow off their own money. So you don't need to go to a bank. And now, not only can you borrow off your own money, you know, so borrow against your own money, you can pay it back without paying it back. I mean, just with the interest that you're making on the money that's still in there. I mean, that type of stuff is, you know, that's next level stuff. You know what I mean? That's the type of stuff that the government and, you know, they don't want us to know about. You know, they don't want us to be self-sufficient. They want us to have to, you know, depend on them. You know, they want to keep that less than 1% rich and the rest of us poor. You know, this type of thing, you know, can change the power of wealth. You know what I mean? To where there's 50% millionaires. You know, instead of 1%. You know, I mean, so I just think there's a lot, you know, and I mean, you know, the more I look into it, you know, the more good stuff I'm finding, you know, that, you know, just, I mean, this stuff makes sense. You know, I mean, it makes sense. And, you know, it's like, you don't need, it's not even like the stock market, you know, I mean, like the stock market, you got to have, you know, like you got to buy, oh, let's say a Tesla, let's just use Tesla. You know, Tesla, their stock runs around 800 and something a share. Okay, and so you need $800 to buy one share of Tesla. So in order, you know, for that money to go, you know, I mean, just coming up with that, in a sense, you know, is a lot of money, right? Not to mention that in order for you to make any real money off of it, you know, that stock's going to have to go up. If you own one share, it's going to, every dollar, it's going to go up, what, $800 or something? Or the other way around, $1. So you only got one share. So yeah, every dollar it goes up. I think you make, or yeah, every dollar it goes up $1. No, it goes up $1, I think, or something like that. Anyway, you know, the whole stock thing is, you have to, but you can't buy. So with crypto, you know, like Bitcoin's $50,000, right? A coin, but you can buy $1's worth of Bitcoin, you know, and start investing there, you know, and they have what's called, you know, dollar cost averaging, where you can say, okay, you know, you hook up your debit card to it and you're like, okay, you know, I'm on a dollar cost average. Basically what you're going to do is every month, you know, you're going to set up your card so it takes $20 off your card and it buys, you know, $20 worth of Bitcoin. And, you know, basically, you know, you're just basically, you know, throwing more money into it, you know, but dollar cost, you know what I mean? Just whatever you can afford. And that's, you know, they're talking about Bitcoin itself could, you know, easily go up over 100,000, 200,000, 500,000. You know, I mean, it's just, I mean, the costs are, you know, I mean, the money you can make, you know, is real money that, you know, like everyday people can start out with, though. You know what I mean? I think that's the biggest difference. You know, it's like, you know, I mean, I know you got some little stocks that you bought, you know, it's like.
Yeah, I got a little crypto, so I have a bunch of
you got a little crypto. You got any crypto?
Not crypto, no.
No, you need to get you some crypto, man.
Yeah, we should talk afterwards on what you guys use.
Yeah, man, I can hook you up, I can probably, you know, if you want to get on something, I mean, we can put in a code and I can, we'll each get like $25 a Bitcoin or something, you know, a piece or something. You know, there's other projects out there. Did you ever figure out the bee and the pie?
I couldn't figure out the B. I downloaded the Pi. I haven't fully got it set up
Have
yet.
you? Oh, you haven't? Yeah, you need to get that set up. That's, dude, all you got to do is hit the button once a day. You know, that's good. Could turn into free money for you. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I
I
mean,
know I've been slacking on that, honestly.
I hit that every day, man. I hit that button. You know,
Every day.
I got a chance of making free money. You know. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. This is. You guys are gonna be surprised, man. Things are gonna change. You know. I mean, look at it. So basically, here's where we are. You know, I'm sure you guys are music guys. So you guys remember Napster, right? You remember Napster at all? Napster was like
a streaming
where you
service,
could.
right?
It was a streaming service where you could start streaming music and stuff for free.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of took a lot of, you know, but it was the first one. You know what I mean? Now there's a ton of those. You know, I mean, you could stream anywhere for free almost. You know what I mean? It's kind of the same thing with this cryptocurrency as Bitcoin. You know, like Bitcoin was the first, but now there's all these other projects. So Bitcoin itself is basically a currency. It doesn't really do anything. But now there's all these projects. You know, Ethereum, Cardano, XRP. XRP is, you know, like one of my favorites, and yeah, they're going through this huge lawsuit with the SEC right now, but you know, and you can get XRP if you can. There's only a couple sites that have it right now because right now they're banned because of the lawsuit, but they're winning this lawsuit, and I believe they're going to win. And when they do, this thing's going to freaking take off like nothing you've ever seen. It's going to go from, you know, $1, $2, whatever it's at that time, to 10, 50, 100, 200. Because what it is it's a service where banks can transfer large sums of money for like hundreds of millions of dollars for very cheap and very fast. So like normal bank transfers, like big transfers, will take days. This will take seconds. Okay, and it's going to cost pennies. This thing's going to change the world. I mean, Cardano, it's another good project. I mean, it's at $1.15 right now. These projects are going to go up, man. I mean, and if you get in on the ground level, let's say you get 100 shares, for $1.15 a share, that's going to cost you like $120 or something like that. You know what I mean? And in 3 years, this shit is up to $100. You know what I mean? For this stuff, I mean, you're going to have thousands and thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? Real money. That you're going to be able to look back and you're going to be like, damn, man, I mean, I just don't see how it's not going to happen. I just don't. I mean, they'll probably try to stop it. I wouldn't doubt that they try to regulate it some, but even still, the good projects are, if you stay, especially in the stable top 10, if you want to get a little riskier and make some money quick, now, you can get into some of these off the wall, but, and that's the thing, you never gamble with anything you can't afford to lose. It's, I mean, because there's no sure thing in life. There's no sure thing. So I just want to say that too. You know what I mean? People are definitely out there losing money too, getting crazy. So it's definitely a gamble. But some of the bigger projects, I think they're not even much of a gamble. It's more like you know, they're making a steady climb, you know. So I just think we, you know, we got an opportunity to get in on the ground floor. You know, 10 years from now, it's going to be like Tesla, you know, paying, you know, 800, you know, to get minimal gains, you know. But now is the time to get in, and you can definitely make some money, you know.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
I know everybody who got in on Bitcoin when they first freaking came.
Exactly.
They're all up right now.
You know, man, I had an opportunity to get in on Bitcoin a few years back, and I almost bought some Bitcoin a few years back, and then I was like, nah, I don't know what this crap is, man. I'm like, yeah, that's all I need is to, you know, buy something, you know.
You don't need us.
Exactly. You know, now you got, you know, I mean, really rich people, you know, I mean, that are coming out, you know, Elon Musk, and, you know, he's definitely into crypto. Mark Cuban, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, he's big on, you know, cryptocurrency, you know, and they're all saying too, you know, that, I mean, cryptocurrency's not going anywhere, you know, so, I mean, you know, you got to do a little research. I mean, but you guys read a lot, so, you know, just, you know, definitely look into some of this stuff, man. You know, you'll see what I'm saying. Definitely. You know, I've doubled my portfolio over the last 3 months, you know, so, you know, and I've basically gotten in on the safe stuff, you know, the projects, you know, that, like, you know, I mean, first is like Bitcoin, Ethereum's probably number 2. You got, you know, Cardano, that's probably 3. You know, you got Dogecoin, that's probably moved up to 4 now. You know, it's popular. You know, the doggy coin, everybody's all about now, you know. VeChain, a good one. VeChain you can get right now for 17 cents a share. I mean, a coin, right? That thing's going to be huge. VeChain's going to be huge, man, I'm telling you. It's a good project. I have VeChain. I've doubled my money already on VeChain. I got in at, like, you know, 11 cents or 10 cents, something like that, you know, so, you know, I've already doubled my money, and, you know, so, I mean, you know, especially young guys like you know, you guys with no kids and stuff, man, hey, you know, I mean, you guys need to get out there. This is the way, like, you always preaching about, you know, you got a lot to do. You want to live your life. You want to have freedom, right? You guys want that freedom, you know, like, and I'm like, damn, man, you know, I wish, you know, there would have been something like this when I was, you know, your age. I would have like, damn, man, I could have, you know, and there probably was, you know, I probably just didn't know it, or nobody ever hit me to it, you know what I mean? I think there's been opportunities on every level, you know what I mean? It's just, this, I feel like, is the opportunity, you know, for us now that, you know, I mean, this can change a lot of people's lives, you know, for minimal risk, I'll say, you know.
Yeah, it's interesting you're saying. I mean, I heard a little bit that, like, Elon and them are all interested in it too, but can you imagine, like, drop, like, millions of dollars into something like that?
Well, it's because they drop millions into it that, you know, they manipulate the market a little bit themselves, you know.
Yeah.
Crypto's kind of, you know, still like, it's kind of like the wild, wild west. It's not, you know, regulated like the stocks and all that stuff right now, you know what I mean? It's still in the beginning phases, you know, so, I mean, you can do, you know, some things, but to manipulate the market somewhat, you know, but I mean, I have some Dogecoin, you know, I have, you know, that I got.
They still doing pretty good?
Well, I mean, from where I bought in, yeah. Not where, it was up to 40 cents. I bought in, I think, at 11 cents, and it was up to 40 cents. So, you know, yeah, I tripled my money basically, you know, so now it's back down to, you know, 26 cents, I believe. So I mean, I'm still making money off of it. So yeah, there's I don't I mean, there's a couple things. One of the ones I put money in, lost. I mean, at some point, you got to be like, damn. But you got to have a little patience too. That's the thing. And one thing I will say with the cryptocurrency, like it is volatile. Don't get me wrong. Just over the last week, there was like a 30% drop where everybody's money just dropped. Like everything dropped, 30 to 50% probably.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, because like I have the crypto.
Yeah.
And it dropped like 30 cents.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, damn, that was a huge hit.
They call it a sell-off. They call it sell-offs. And right now we're in a bull market run, so and that was a sell-off, which is a good thing.
Yeah,
it's actually a good thing. So you're supposed to buy the dips. Don't buy when it's high. All these people that they bought in at Dogecoin at 40 cents. Yeah, they're losing their ass now. But you buy the dips. You buy when they do these sell-offs. When everything's down. Everything's down right now. Everything. There's might be one or two projects that are up right now, but in another week or so, who knows? I mean, it'll go up. It'll go up. You just gotta, And the thing is one thing. The only way you actually lose money. There's two ways, I guess. If the project completely dies, then all the money's gone. That's one way. The other way is if you sell when they're down, when these things are down. You don't sell when they're down. You sell when they're up. And you take profit along the way. If you get in on a project and you see it doubles, it triples. Well, maybe you take out your initial investment, get your $100 back, or 1,000, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, get your initial. Don't be afraid to take profit along the way. So I mean, those are just a couple ideas that you definitely want to I mean, and definitely do your research. That's the thing. So those are the big things, but definitely take profit along the way. Don't sell it all off, or just take the whole thing out. Take out a portion. You know what I mean? When it's up, just take out your initial investment, leave the rest in there, and then just leave it. Right? You can't lose money at that point, right? So then at that point, you're not losing money ever. At that point, right? Because you already got your initial investment out. So now you're at least even forever, right? Because you already got your initial investment out. And then, from there, you just leave it in. What, 3 years? 3 years, I mean, the gains that have happened over the last 3 years, I mean, Bitcoin was, I believe, I want to say 5,000 or something like that 3 years ago or something like that. And now it's 50,000. And now in 3 years they're predicting that it's going to be probably 150,000. I mean, even if you buy a fraction of Bitcoin, and it continues to go up, yeah, you're not going to make as much as on some other projects, but it's safe. Bitcoin's the big boy, and it's going to continue to go up. It's, I mean,
I got a little bit of Bitcoin. I got
yeah.
I bought in at because whenever you do Coinbase, I think it charges you something, so you only get like $9.
Yeah, they're going to charge you for your transaction.
Yeah, so you get $9. I had $9, but I don't know. Last I checked, it was at 11.
And the thing about Coinbase, and I don't know if you've done this or whatever, but you can get free crypto. There's like
by
little
learning and stuff.
By learning, you read stuff and they'll give you free crypto for it. $3, $2.
I've tried doing that. I cannot figure it out.
Really?
Yeah.
I've gotten free crypto from it.
because I've done the things that they did, or they have you do, and I don't. See
Yeah, I got free
what I'm getting from it.
XLM. I got free CeeLo, I think, or yeah, I've done a few, and I know they're. You just got to go all the way through them. You have to do everything, and you have to take like a little test because you got to pass.
I don't think I took a test actually.
So
It's interesting.
yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I'll have to try it again. Yeah, I don't think I took a test. That's for sure. I don't remember that.
yeah,
So maybe that's what I was missing.
probably you just haven't taken the test, and then they just want us to actually see that you learned something about the crypto.
Yeah, because you're just reading about it.
Yeah.
Do you dabble in any stocks? Like, I assume you might
I
have
do.
401k and stuff like that too.
I do. I dabble in penny stocks. I only
Nice.
so. I got in on the AMC push for the movie theater. I was in on that stock for a while, and finally, I just I kind of cut my losses. It's just like, yeah, this isn't really for me. But I'm in on. I have 3 different penny stocks. They're sub penny. They're actually sub penny stocks now that I've bought for really I have like 1 million shares of each one. So basically, with these penny stocks, or sub penny, if they ever reach $1, with having 1 million shares, I'll have $1 million.
Yeah.
So, and I've got into them. They're all long-term projects. One is HCMC. They're going through a big lawsuit with Philip Morris, the tobacco company. They are a healthier choice. They do like vitamin supplements. They have vapes, the vape cigarettes, I guess, and they make some type of other meals or something. But they're suing Philip Morris for the patent on their vape thing. So they said that Philip Morris has stolen the patent, and they're winning too. That's the thing. So it's kind of a long-term hold, and I believe they're going to win the lawsuit at the end. And when they do, it's like a $1.7 billion lawsuit. So I'm hoping they're going to win. I think they're going to win. I think they got a pretty good case. And I follow the case, too. So I got another one, a renewable energy stock. That I have 1 million shares of, and another one that's ADGO. I think it's an energy stock too. Three different ones that I'm hoping that at some point they go up. I think they're going to go up, but Biden's supposed to be real big on renewable energy and stuff, so got a couple. Stocks to go with that. Hoping that he is as big on it as he says, and these companies take off. You got some stocks?
I mean, I just have my 401k.
Oh
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
yeah. I got a simple IRA at work too, but these ones, I just on my own. I have another stock too. I think it's a weed stock, as a matter of fact. It's SNDL, I believe. Yeah, it's a marijuana stock, and it's up and it's down. It's up and it's down. They say it's a good company. From what I've read, it's a pretty decent company. It just hasn't taken off like I want to. I got it on that weed. It's the only stock I have on that weed bill. Is that stock, that SNDL. So yeah, it's supposed to take off at some point. I think they're partnering with somebody too in the near future. So hopefully it takes off.
The weed industry, definitely.
The weed industry, man, they said, is gonna, be big. I mean, if you think about it, marijuana's, I would say we're probably 5 years away from legalization. You know what I mean? In all the states, at best. You know what I mean?
Something.
I mean, it's making too much money for them not to. I mean, you know.
It's tax the shit out of it.
Exactly. You know what I mean? The government, they need that money, right? They're trillions of dollars in debt. You know what I mean? Now you're giving out all this stimulus money, dropping this country deeper and deeper in debt. Yeah. The dollar's worth less and less. You know what? But you know what's going up? Digital currency. You know, they say that the U.S. is going to try out they are creating their own digital currency that they're going to test pilot. I think it's going to be starting in July. So this stuff ain't, again, it's not going to go away. You know what I mean? There's, not going to go away. But
you gotta invest.
You gotta invest.
Gotta diversify.
Diversify. Invest, in your future. Invest in you. You know what I mean? You're investing in you. You're not investing in no one else. You know what I mean? I mean, how much money do we just waste? You know what I mean? On eating out or fast food or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever habits we have. I do quite a bit of the sports gambling now. It's legal too. Another huge business. Another huge business. They say that I think last month Colorado brought in $326 million in gambling revenue. They said it's been going up every single month since basically they've opened up.
That's wild.
It breaks an all-time high every month. So so, and I kind of just use that as my it's kind of like a fun thing, because I like sports. So I don't really put a lot of money into it, but it's fun. You can make some money, man. I mean, if you know what you're doing, you can get a little lucky.
You get some good returns.
Yeah, I've gotten like me, I'm a big, I'll bet. I like to cash out at 1,000. So, I've been cashing out at about, 1,000 a month, just on sports gambling. It's not a lot, but you know what I mean? It's free money. So, and I take that money and, I kind of jam it into crypto, so.
Yeah.
I mean, free money I wasn't expecting to have. It's not money I need. So I just jam it in something else where I can make more money.
Yeah.
So just try to, keep it going. I got my fantasy football stuff I do, too. But, I mean, I'm not really making any money with that. I haven't really made any money, but that's fun.
Yeah,
So
it's fun.
I'll take the losses on that one to, do the other stuff. So
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, I mean, right now I think it's the time, where we can really, make a lot of money out here. I mean, the common people, I don't think that, I don't think there was this many opportunities or this easy of opportunities for us years ago. And with social media, I mean, they keep you, things happen fast, you just, I mean, TikTok and everything, it's really where I started learning about crypto, and I was just like, it's TikTok, and they started, like I said, I was like, oh yeah, and then, I kind of did a little bit more, and I mean, like I said, do your own research, but, definitely, like, yeah, this kind of makes sense. There's a lot of people making a lot of money, kids. Kids out there making a shitload of money, man. If you can learn how, which I haven't learned, is like how to trade crypto on a more daily level. Dude, you wouldn't need to work. I mean, there's dudes out there making thousands and thousands of dollars.
My homeboy Micah, he does that.
Does he?
You know, like he works still a little bit. He has like a little side job or whatever, but he does crypto trading and stuff.
Does he?
Yes.
I'd like to talk to him. Yeah. I'd like to talk to him.
Yeah, he's actually the one who put me on Coinbase. Or like, well, Matt did, but he got the idea from Micah. And Micah, that's how Micah was making his money.
So Micah's Johnny's little brother, right?
Yeah,
I know him. Yeah. So I'd like to talk to him. You know, I mean, because I'm by no means an expert at all. You know what I mean? I'm freaking, 100 years old. And I'm just trying to, keep up with these kids. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, all these kids out here making all this money. I'm out here working my ass off every day, and I'm like, damn,
what am I doing?
Hey, wait a minute here, something's not right, man. These kids are making money by doing nothing. I need to at least be smart enough to, I feel like, my brain's got to be, somewhat, as smart as these young kids. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, I should be able to make this money too.
Yeah, it's just, like knowledge through, if you know what to do, when to do it.
Yeah, well, I'm just not that computer savvy is my thing. If I was, I would probably be making a ton of money right now, because I'm a little nervous to trade and stuff. Like, I just don't, I'm like, oh man, I don't know, you know what I mean? So like, I just kind of put my money in projects that I believe in that are going to grow, and just kind of watch it go up, go down, and go up, go down. But
see where it takes you.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, if I was a little bit more aggressive, I could probably make a lot of money quick. So, but once you lose a lot of money quick too, you know what I mean? That's
the risk too. So
50-50. But I think putting in a small amount of money, $20-40 a month, dude. If you can afford to put $20-40 a month into, crypto, you can just start accumulating, and, it's going to grow. It's going to grow. It's going to grow. You know what I mean? And, in a year, 2 years, 3 years, who knows? These projects start taking off, once it really starts taking off, these projects are going to go up. I mean, they're going to go up a lot, and that's when it's going to start going to be not as affordable as it is now, so I think, that's the thing, so it's,
All right.
Yeah, so.
You want to cut it here?
Yeah, thank you for coming, Dad.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I think,
Thank you.
I just definitely want to, thank you guys for letting me in and, having some, spending some of your time and, kind of, sharing what I know. Like I said, I don't know. I wish I knew more, you know what I mean? But hopefully you guys can, take what little knowledge I've given you, and hopefully you guys can expand on it. Maybe you guys can come back and tell me, well, hey, look, I'm doing this, and we can start our own little, circle, and I mean, I'll make some good money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
More brains. I'm always big on more brains. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The more people that know, in your group, and you guys can all start learning. Somebody's gonna come up with something. And just be, we can all make money. There's plenty of money for us all to make out there. So that's the thing.
Let's all do it. Let's make money.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, definitely. Let's all do it. Yeah, you guys want to, hit me up. Let me know.
All right, we will, Dad. We'll stay in touch. You're my dad, so.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank
Yeah, appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, man.
Until next time, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
All right.
Yeah.
Tales from deep.
Peace and love, yo.
Peace and love.